Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. As we continue talking about fasting, among the issue that need to be understood in fasting is about who are the people exempt from the obligation of fasting. There are at least 4 categories. Number 1, those who are sick. As the Quran mentioned, فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. The person who is sick and cannot perform fasting is not obligated. In fact, for the person who is sick, and if he does fast, can cause harm to himself, in fact, it's not allowed to observe fast, because protecting our life, protecting ourselves is such an important in Islam. How about if you're sick, what are you going to do? After Ramadan, you have to make up the days that you missed. So if you're sick for 7 days, then do fast after Ramadan 7 days. That's what we call فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. The second type of people which are exempt from fasting is those who are traveling, the travelers, the Musafirun. فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. Now, there's different opinions about the scholars on how is the length, how is the length of the safar that can break our fast. If you go to Washington, D.C. using Delta airline, for example, for 45 minutes, is it necessary to break our fast? The question is discussed among our scholars. But as it is in the Sharia, it is up to us to choose. Either you want to break your fast or not. It is up to us because there's rukhsah. There is an easiness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third one is those who are elderly people and truly cannot observe fasting. According to our scholars, they are exempt. And what they have to do, they are just doing fidya, because we will never come back to the youth again. So just pay for 1 day he missed 1 meal of poor for the day. And the next one is certainly related to our sisters. Number 1, those who are having al-ha'id, those who are ha'id or menstruating. It is not only that you're exempt, you are not allowed actually to do fast when you have menstruation. And the second one is those who are breastfeeding. You are also exempt. It's not obligated, but if you cannot, you are not obligated to do it. And those who are pregnant as well, you are also exempt. It's not obligated upon you. You may do it, but if it is harming you, it is harming your kids inside your womb, it is not allowed to do it according to our Sharia. And of course, the last one is those who are just delivered the baby. It is not also allowed to do fasting because of the bleeding. All these are things, or these are people who are exempt from the obligation of fasting. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.